You want to say all praises and honor unto how?
Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Akakodash.
And double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Grave Stone, Shalom. To all the brothers and out there pushing the truth in all sincerity and in all honesty. Yeah, this is a brother from the James Jamaica camp. Yashamai.
Ashar, I war.
I don't want to a lesson, this whole AI thing, we'll see, a push out here in Jamaica. Right across the world, that was basically a push, but out here in Jamaica, you have a little thing take place, I think a month or two ago, the Prime Minister come out and said we're going cashless or we're going digital, right? And it caused an uproar in Jamaica, right? And you have little after, he mentioned about, him never mean that way, I never said that, right? And roll out the new currency them, for basically kind of just, get the people in mind, to turn from, the whole basic situation that take place.
Okay.
Right? Because that's how them basically roll. Him say it in the video. Say him understand the psychology of the so-called Jamaica. That's how him say that in the video. If poor people say that in the video.
Study.
Yeah. So, we understand and we know that, this thing is not our Prime Minister. This basically whole way, far than the so-called leaders out here in Jamaica. This is basically elites them plan, right? The part of them plan is to get rid of, majority of their population, right? Part of what? The sustainable development, the goal one is to get rid of poverty, right? So they want to get rid of poverty, get rid of basically people, we basically refer to as, poorer class of people, which is basically so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, Indian, right? Mainly because we're the poor and the hurt, right? And replace us, our people, with them machine. Because in these workplaces or in the job, people always complain, them sick, they want break, they want leave and all these things. So Esau don't want to get the machine when I have them type of problem they according to them. Because that's what them basically want. Replace people, with machine. Going back to 2018, we have an article come out that by 2020, by 2029, by 2019, Jamaica are basically replaced by 20% of the jobs out here in Jamaica are replaced by automations. Right? So it's a plan from long time. Right? These men basically are carry out this agenda because they basically get agenda for push. Right? And they have basically fulfill it. Right? Can you go on, brother?
This is an article from the Jamaica Observer. This is June 27th, 2023, yeah? It says, no need to panic yet. And that's a profound statement.
Yeah.
They make this because when they check it out, they say, no need to panic yet. See? You have to look on the word where they say after. Because this is just the cause of panic in the society into what's coming, and them know say it's coming soon because these men say them want what? Get them things set by 2030.
That's the deadline.
And Jamaica is basically so them the Prime Minister say him don't want to get locked behind. He says so by 2030 he want them in line with everything, man. And them say them have Jamaica have a thing what them call Vision 2030 in a line with the World Sustainable Development Goal, see, Agenda 2030. Just the same as, so the so-called white man agenda, man. See? It says AI won't kick Jamaicans out of jobs anytime soon, says a HR expert. See? Hey, so basically, but you bring out it and say automation, them say 20% of the job are going to get loose to automation.
You can find an article better. The article I could bring up because, as I mentioned, a long time, this thing, in process become true. But the 2020 event, make a lot of things now happen, and people are really rebel until, this, statement that the Prime Minister make that Jamaica I go digital or I go cashless. Right? Because the whole thing will take place 2020, they kind of distract, the mind of the people, based off of the lockdowns and the measures and all these, things that basically come, 2020 event coming up. And now, things kind of free up in a sense, and people now start to, get back in that mindset now, and rebel against the whole thing. Like that. Go on.
Jamaica Observer, it said by 2019, 20% of jobs in Jamaica may be done by artificial intelligence.
So that's basically the plan from a long time. And I just know it's a part of the agenda from a long time to push, transfer Jamaica in our digital society. So this now is basically Andrew has spoke something with it, recently. It's a plan from a long time with these elites plan, as I mentioned, and they might go through with it regardless of what so-called Jamaicans, what basically say or do. They might go through it because it's a part of the elite plan. And the scripture say, the devil know he have a short time. Right? You can bring a scripture for me, brother, before we go no further. Revelation 12 and 12. I'll bring a scripture a lot.
It's Revelation 12 and verse 12.
Go on.
It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that ye are but a short time.
Because you know a short time in order to accomplish the new world order. So they are putting things into place in order to basically accomplish that. Right? Using all these puppet leaders across the world, to push them agenda.
Can.
So we know that pretty soon, going to see a major change, across the world, because that's where we're heading towards right now. The elites them getting ready now to basically go, straight to the MOTB, because that's the end goal of these men. Right? So it's a long time the whole thing, in process to come true. Right, go on, brother. Finish?
It says according to HR Ed Lewis Walters, there are several important questions and issues to be addressed before there can be full integration of AI in work processes. This, she said, will take time. Zin? But the scripture tells us that the devil knows I have a short time, man. So what time you talk about? Zin? And these men agenda. Zin? So what time you talking about? Because maybe they might look for some 20 years down the line or something like that. But these men now look for that. So if Jamaica get in line by the time this thing ready, man, they're going to do away with Jamaica. Zin? In whatever way, man. Zin? It says we have a lot of work to do long before we reach to the point to say we are going to incorporate AI. We have to know what our landscape is and what we need to put in place, because we are still coming out of a plantation society. I come out of plantation society because basically Jamaica is a place where we deal with farming and all of that. Farming country. So basically I said Jamaica still there behind with certain things. It says we are still in a low trust society. If people don't trust each other, can you imagine introducing AI into space? Into the space, Walters argued Monday in an interview with the Jamaica Observer. Yeah.
Right.
Psalm 64 verse 2 says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Right? Malachi 1 and 4 explain who is the wicked. Right? Edom, which is the so-called white people, thou shalt call it the god of wickedness. Right? So she says, hide me, King David, right? He said, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, right? The secret society, right? The elites, right? The Rothschild family on down. Them are the one, basically a ruling society. Right? They want to be behind the scene, you know, controlling all these leaders across the world. Right? The scripture says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, because I know anything in secret. Right, go on.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity,
Go on.
who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows,
Go on.
even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Go on.
Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not.
Go on. So people say, suddenly do they shoot at him, so they shoot at us in secret. Right? All these, you know, things, even your Prime Minister mentioned about, you know, Jamaica is going cashless. It's just basically a puppet that basically, and a lot of even so-called Jamaicans actually wake up to that. You know, these leaders are puppet, because you have certain even entertainers are basically, you know, speak about it. So people wake up to the fact that, you know, our leaders are basically a puppet. Not only our leaders, all these leaders across the Caribbean, they are puppet basically elites also, because they are working. All them basically work, you know, to basically fulfill his Edom agenda. The one that when they with it, we saw what happened 2020. The much Prime Minister get put to death whenever basically on board the whole thing. Because that's how these men roll. If you not play ball with them, they put it in the dirt.
Okay.
Right? Go on.
So they encourage themselves in an evil matter.
So they encourage themselves in an evil matter, talking about who the elites them. Right, go on.
They commune of playing snares privately.
So they commune of playing snares privately. So them set them trap privately. Right? They have a lot of, you know, old people out here, you know, so-called Jamaicans, you know, which America, which have a Benjamin, you know. Common talking amongst so-called Jamaicans is that this digital society not gonna work, because, you know, certain things are not gonna beneficial, because them things say these elites are our Prime Minister, because that's them things say his Prime Minister do it. I do something to benefit them. No, we are planning to get rid of majority of our people. That's a part of them goal. Going back to the Jada guys to get destroyed, that's what maintain humanity and 500 million. So they're planning to get rid of majority of the people on the earth. But Jake, if somehow they might make something beneficial to them, make them life easier and more convenient. This is not about if you help our people. It's about them agenda, what they want to accomplish. You know, by a certain time, because people say the devil know you have a short time. And they run it and basically they run out of time right now. So that's basically beneficial to you. I don't do it for basically benefit you. Because Jake, that our people, that come and talk among our people. Right? Here, out in Jamaica, we continually. Go on.
They say, who shall see them?
Who shall see them? Definitely for the hour, Ashmere shall see them. See them basically what they might do. And then plan. We see them too, through the Spirit. We see them plan, because the scriptures tell us, you know, what these men, you know, trying to do. Or trying to accomplish. Right? When I finish, I can get Job, brother. Job 20 and verse 22. Go on.
So they search out iniquity.
They do a lot of research. Years of planning. This will just come about. As the brother even going to the article earlier on, you know, we say by coming 2019, 20% of the jobs are taken away by automation. And, you know, 2020, you know, the whole big thing start out and things kind of push on a different level. Right? And now we see, you know, these things coming up back now because they're running out of time. So they have to do basically certain things in order to get it fully by certain times.
Them create the situation.
Yeah, create the scenarios in order to basically
push them
agenda here. Right, that's the elites here. Go on.
So they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep.
So they are deep thinkers. Right, the word, and go back to the Hebrew word, which basically means mind. So they are deep thinkers. They don't think like a regular man. And a regular Jacob.
Yeah. When they check it and they say the diligent search, and like say yesterday, or 2 weeks ago, or 2 months ago, they've been putting this thing in place, man.
Years.
These things happen for years, man. Decades. See?
Generation.
Yeah.
Generation.
Come up, man. So and I just they had a day, them put this in place, boy. I saw them get things done. See? From them start, like you have the first industrial revolution, and then you have the second. Then we are in a time now. From them start each revolution, see? Them start plan for the next one. See? So them have planned for the fourth industrial revolution years ago, man. See? What them are gonna do when the time come? So them make diligent search. See? Search out iniquity, man. Know what people like know what them don't like, know what we can put in place to make people gravitate to whatever, man. And in this case, they're going to bring forth a famine, one of the main things. Because people need food. And when them bring the shortage of food, people will do anything just to eat, man. Yeah? Continue.
Say, but God shall shoot at them with an arrow.
How about Ashimir shall shoot at them with an arrow? Right? Starting with the basically the mouthpiece. Right? But they might get revealed. Scripture say they've like a reveal name time. Right? Ultimately the ICBM missiles going to basically destroy them whole plan. Because the scripture tells us. Right? In the fullness of their sufficiency they shall be in straight. When they are above full and belly, the Lord will cast a fury of his wrath upon him. Right? In 1 hour, scripture say such riches come to naught by these ICBM missiles along with the fire from the chariots. Right? So all of them are planning just basically fulfill prophecy. The scripture say, go on, brother.
Fall upon say, but Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow.
One.
Suddenly shall they be wounded.
One.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
And that's the reason we have a lot of, Edomites coming out. So them own nation or them own people, and give out, certain inside information about what these men, having planned. And what them basically get ready to do. Right?
Say, all that see them shall flee away.
Man, give me the joke, bro. Better about the scripture.
Yeah, because guess what? What she has said, we're not ready for this thing yet. It's just, as I say, it's just for not make the people panic. See? Or the people start uproar or not like that, man. Because basically, information all over the internet. We not time now information all over the internet, social media, everywhere. You can research. And you see these men full speed ahead with them artificial intelligence. See? How them are pushing. Right now, what them just do the other day? Them get Elon Musk to go ahead.
Yeah.
To start
Just
human
approve.
trials. For the things that move fast, man.
Yeah,
See?
so they are basically ready.
Yeah.
Alright, so Jake.
This is Job 20, verse 22. So in the fullness of his sufficiency,
Man, so scripture say in the fullness of his sufficiency, what?
And
he shall be in strait.
He shall be in a position of difficulty. Because he's have a little problem now with the whole thing because a lot of people wake up to them. Right? Wake up to them plan. Right? So in a position of difficulty right now. They accomplish thing fully. Right? So they are going to basically plan some major event in order to justify themselves, to go fully. Right? Fully digital. That's what we're basically heading towards right now. Something big is going to happen to basically make them justify themselves to go digital. Right? So she was saying, in the fullness of his sufficiency shall be in straits. Go on.
Say, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
And the word wicked is to go back to the Hebrew word aimal, which basically go back to laborer. Right?
So when he is about to fill his belly.
So he's about to accomplish him new world order because they're preparing right now fast. As the brother even mentioned about, they just approve the whole, Elon Musk just approve the sea basically going there, the head, scripture speak about. So they are getting ready now, to go all out. Right, with them, them see hip give everybody, as scripture said. They might be like a madman sparing none. So they are getting ready now to basically go all out. So scripture said, in the fullness of his sufficiency, when they are about to fully, accomplish, put the final touch to them new world order or them NWO. One.
So Yahweh shall cast fury of his wrath upon him.
So the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Shemir shall going to destroy them whole plan. So all together. Years of planning. The moment they're about to accomplish it, they're going to get destroyed. Right? Because this is basically prophecy. So they might try if they fully accomplish it. And they're not going to basically fully accomplish it because Yahweh shall going to basically destroy them whole plan. Right? One.
And shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
One.
He shall flee from the iron weapon.
So they're going to flee from these ICBM missiles and shoot off and land of America.
But the bow of steel shall strike him through.
One.
Can't you?
Yeah, man.
Say, it is drawn and cometh out of the body.
Go on.
Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall.
They come from basically out of a nuclear silo. That's where they're coming from. Right? Go on.
Go on, go on.
Terrors are upon him.
Go on. Yes.
Go on. He says, ready for this again?
Yeah, man.
He says, she said, while AI has its benefits and will assist in relieving employees of routine tasks, she cannot see it taking the place of flesh and blood. Employee must much, it says, flesh and blood, employee much less an HR officer. Because she don't want her job get take. So she have put fear herself in there.
If the Prime Minister go lose,
Yeah.
you know, e-governance.
Yeah, because as we said, these AI systems are calculate everything.
Yeah.
Just to take the example, Google. Anything you look up, you want on Google, you look it up, you can get it. It's in any information you need. So these AI with them system with them have been training over and over and teach themselves everything. Anytime they learn something new, them teach themselves something new, different. So you have like, as you say, AI Watson, or workout.
IBM Watson.
AI. I think AI was IBM Watson. It's basically a workout, you know, medical situations better than even doctors. Right now, can tell you your problem clearly. So after a while, I'm not even gonna need doctors, man, to do certain things. See?
Prescription, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. See through all the top doctors, you know, record and all these things. Right. So ESA is basically, you know, getting ready for, you know, make a major change in the earth right now. Right. And as I mentioned about the super AI, you know, go basically have a leniency like how, you know, Jake, you know, or people basically have a little leniency on you. Machine are going to do that, you. Right? The total different thing. Right?
It says, I can use a robot doing some routine things. You might have a platform for example, calculating leave instead of calling somebody and asking them how much vacation leave they have. You could have a machine doing that. If people are comfortable, then what that would do for you is ensure that HR persons operates at a more strategic level. But we should not be aiming for a machine to take over. We should be aiming for a more human-centric organization. One of the things we quarrel about is that people are taking the human and out of human resources, she said. Yeah, so the AI, the man that want to run this thing, man, them not think about using human being for the nothing, man. See, these men are look way beyond where these people are thinking, because they might look, as I say, they might look to live longer. So they might look for merge men, for merge man with machine, and all of that, man.
Semean,
yeah,
and the Greek, Semean,
yeah,
to transcend the common course
of nature.
Yeah. Right, that's the plan. Miracle. Let's keep that speaker about. That's what it is going on. Go 5 and 12. 2, 5 and 12.
Says, Job 5 verse 12.
One?
It said,
Yeah, man.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
And so you say he disappointed the device of the crafty. Who disappointed the device of the crafty? Heavenly Father, right? True name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, right? And his son name is Yahweh. But disappointed the device of the crafty. Who's the crafty? Right? The Esau Edom, right? Banking leads. And down. One?
He taketh the wise in their own craft.
So man take the wise now them own craftiness. Own basically the own plan. Go on.
And the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
30. Right, so all the plan of these men are plan, I'll backfire upon them, right? And they basically an idea. Because that's how basically reach a certain level with this plan of them been planning for years, generation to generation. Right? They might get destroyed in. Because according to scripture say, they might go flee to them basically, them bunkers. Right? So they might go in them bunkers, you know, for a period of time, then they're going to get the goat, the bunkers, the Lord always shine, you know, make him return. And they're going to be thrown to slavery. That's basically what's written in the scripture. Yeah. And the scripture says, whatsoever the Heavenly Father do, nothing can put to it, and nothing can be taken away. So they can do nothing at all to stop it. You know, they must do it. The Heavenly Father, you know, program them to do. Because all they do is the Heavenly Father. This is how I'm moving. So you have to do all these things so the prophecies can fulfill. Right? And the society can get destroyed, and our kingdom can, righteous kingdom can get. Right? And this is actually smart. Right? So that's all praises and honor unto Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders, great millstone, shalom to all the brothers and more they pushing this truth. In all sincerity, in all honesty, shalom.
Shalom.